Oh no, but I'm rusty. I'm rusty on doing YouTube intros. I haven't done those in a while. Let's try something off the cuff here. Okay. Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Barter Toast. I am your resident alien VTuber. Extraterrestrial is the term I prefer, but alien for short. A lot of people use it. It's fine. Today, we are going to be watching a death battle. I've already reacted to one of these, one death battle, Bowser vs. Eggman. I've actually been a fan of these for a long time. I've been watching since Season 1, since I was frankly probably too young to be watching cartoon characters get, brutally, murdered. But, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Today, I'm going to be reacting to Among Us versus Fall Guys, and we're going to see who wins. I'm kind of rooting for Among Us because I played that game more, but I have played both, and I won't be surprised necessarily if Fall Guys do win, because they do have a decent bit of durability going for them. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap. The year was 2020. The long wait as we all experienced the most viral sensation in recent years. It was Among Us. Now,
Among Us.
Fall Guys was the biggest news that year.
Fall Guys.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Okay. So I'm wondering, are they doing the imposter versus a Fall Guy? Like, I feel like the crew is different from the imposter, and is a crew? Are we having crewmates fighting the Fall Guy, or are we having a team of Fall Guys fighting a team of Among Us beans, and the team of Among Us beans have like an imposter or two in them, so they have all the abilities of both? I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to see what happens.
In the lonely dark of space, aboard a malfunctioning vessel, a peculiar crew of bean-shaped astronauts must work together to save their souls from a quiet demise.
Tons of stuff could go wrong at any moment, and it's up to these colorful clowns to fix it. Impressive, since their spacesuits don't seem to have any arms.
Oh, that's not actually a suit. That's just how they are.
Wait, what?
That's their biology?
Why?
More on that later. The tasks they undertake to save
Their classification is an alien bean. I can relate. This episode, see, that's another reason I'm rooting for the Among Us beans, right? Because my whole thing is outer space. That's my whole vibe. So why would I not root for them as an alien? You know what I mean? They are 3'6". This is an actually pretty important thing to point out, because I'm pretty sure the Fall Guys beans are like 6 feet tall. So they're twice as big as the Among Us, and I think that gives a bit of an advantage, especially when they weigh 92 pounds. They could probably be just picked up and chucked with ease by the other things. The Fall Guy beans. We need to think of a term to differentiate the Among Us beans and the Fall Guy beans, because I cannot go this whole video saying Among Us bean and Fall Guy bean. Look at that Among Us bean attacking that Fall Guy bean. So, we're gonna call them, like, look at the red Mogus, and then look at the blue Folly. Okay, we got the Mogus and the Folly. Those are gonna be the terms we're gonna use in the video, because I can't just. They come in 18 marketable colors. They reproduce asexually, too. What? Hang on. They reproduce asexually. Okay. They like vents, lies, and sussy bakas. Wait a second. They also dislike vents, lies, and sussy bakas. Because I guess depending on if you're talking about the imposter or the crewmate, it goes both ways. Oh, apparently they're actually good friends with the Fall Guys. That's what that bottom one says. I know I'm blocking it. Sorry about that.
Ship require varying degrees of difficulty and skill. It may not take much to reconnect some wires in the cafeteria, but it certainly does to clear asteroids when your ship is moving faster than light.
If that's not a suit, then why do they have a cafeteria when they don't have a mouth?
At any point, these creatures must draw from medical training, electrical skills, and mechanical know-how.
Okay, but it's total chaos, so teamwork is key. They gotta spread out and trust that while they're all swiping cards, they have each other's backs, right?
Well, success is
Okay.
always uncertain, as though fate has placed some external force that stands between this species and their survival.
There's an imposter among them! I mean, among us! But not us, though, right, Wiz? Right?
For the 9th time, I'm not an imposter.
That's just what an imposter would say! They're shape-shifting...
You know, I never really thought about the obvious similarities between Among Us and The Thing.
Aliens! They could be anyone! Or any mad scientist in a lab coat!
The imposter threatens the pack and pushes...
Okay, so, they're giving us imposter and crewmate Wait. They're giving them their ghost abilities? So, they're considering them still alive? Even if they die and become their ghost selves? Hold up. So that's going to add a lot more durability to these guys than I initially expected. They're going to be able to keep going as ghosts? Okay, hang on. So we've got the engineer, the noisemaker, scientist, and the engineer. Wait a second. Why are there 2 engineers written down? The imposter is a shapeshifter, can shift into other creatures, and the phantom vanishes, becoming invisible. So, are they gonna let the imposter shapeshift into Fall Guy beans, or follies? Are they gonna be able to do that? That might be pretty interesting in the fight. If you cannot damage the Fall Guys, the follies on your own, then maybe you can get them to damage each other, because they could sow distrust. You know, if it is like a group of them fighting each other, that would work. That could work. They also have their ghost abilities, so they can affect the physical world because they complete their tasks as ghosts, and they have a guardian angel that can defy death and protect others. I haven't played much since they added the new stuff, the new roles, so yeah, but that's good to know.
Them towards extinction by any means necessary. Anything from damaging lights to wrecking the ship's reactor.
Which can be tricky to fix in time. Even though imposters are naturally skilled at crawling through the vents, the crewmates need special engineer training to do the same, so not all of them can McLean it up.
All while the imposters conceal their motivations and infiltrate the herd. The others always know something isn't right, and the imposters use that paranoia to motivate their prey into ejecting each other into space. Just for being kinda sus.
He said the thing. We're good now. We're good. We can end the video here.
At Papa John's, we know...
Papa John's? Anyway.
Sus.
Yeah, Wiz is the imposter.
He does seem to know an awful lot about these aliens. And just to put it out there, it isn't me.
That's a good point. Have you ever heard him say sus?
No, what do you mean? Knowing a lot is literally my job.
Oh, ear canals!
Ah, jeez, fix your mic, dummy.
I agree with the metal bowling ball.
Well, I knew the sussy baka from the start. And again, just
I
very
don't
clear,
think Wiz
it
is
isn't me.
the imposter.
Oh, come on.
It sounds to me like it's either Ringmaster or Jocelyn, given the way they're talking right now.
Anyone could be the imposter, Boomstick. It's completely random.
Random starts with R and so does... Oh, I know who it is! It's always the red one!
Wait, what?
Oh.
What? It isn't me! It isn't me!
Let's see. Oh! I was right. I was right.
Right. There's usually 2 imposters.
Dear God!
The imposter
I'm just saying, I think the other one's Jocelyn, you know? Just saying.
aren't just tricksters. They're also hunters. Bloodhounds tracking and assassinating crewmates when they least expect it.
They'll snap their necks, stab them with a knife, shoot them with a desert eagle, or use their frickin' tongues to impale their faces. Oh, God! Right through the visor.
They may look like they're wearing spacesuits, but that's not a visor. That is their actual face.
That's their face? Well, why does it crack up? Why does it crack like glass? Yeah, no, this fight, I don't know how they're going to set it up. I even watched the little the teaser. They always show a little teaser, like maybe 15-20 seconds of the fight, and they literally just showed the beginning of it, and no one even started fighting yet. They were just on the Among Us map and just walking around, and someone turned off the reactor. Like, it was just the beans, all the beans together, just on a spaceship. So I don't know how this fight is going to be at all. But that makes it more exciting, you know?
Examining their cross-section reveals their insides always match the color of their bodies, and that they are comprised of exactly one large bone, which must mean their ability to walk is entirely muscle-based. Their whole anatomy is one unsolvable mystery.
Ew! They've got human toes, buff arms for no reason, and can stretch like Mr. Fan.
What? Wait, what was that? What? Okay. We need to see that. Oh. I didn't need to see that again. But I do need to see that stretch again.
They've got human toes, buff arms for no reason, and can stretch like Mr. Fantastic? What are these freaky things?
No one knows. They don't even exist within the same realm of mortality as you or I. Even if one of them is killed or ejected into the lifeless void of space, they return as a ghost.
Oh my.
Invisible, incorporeal, unable to communicate with the living, but nonetheless still among us.
Even beyond death, they can plot the demise of other crew.
Or become guardian angels for the living by literally shielding them.
That's gotta be one tough shield, because remember that Desert Eagle they holster? Apparently, that thing also fires a laser that can rip apart whole planets.
What? Their Desert Eagle can do what? They can. It's. I don't know. I should have watched whatever this is. The Among Us cartoon, cutscenes, advertisements. I don't know what this is from. What is this from? Okay. Apparently they have a Desert Eagle that also can shoot lasers that are very, very powerful. So, okay. Just gotta accept it as fact.
Apparently, that thing also fires a laser that can rip apart whole planets. Good God! To split this planet apart like that would need over 10 non-million tons of TNT.
A number so incomprehensible you'd have to multiply 1 billion by 1 billion. Twice.
More than enough to annihilate Earth over 160 million times. Which seems like overkill for the, space vampires they were fighting.
Right. The crew has crossed over with a...
Anyway, they, Right, so sharp tongue, gun, invisibility, knife, lasso. They have a lasso, apparently. Protective shields, shapeshifting, and the Skeld. So they're giving them the spaceship as a weapon? So the one that, like, I guess they're just giving it the generic lasers that shoot asteroids? I guess. I'd assume. I guess they can use the spaceship in this fight. They've had crossovers, so they can use banana bombs, magic pencils, ninja stars, wizard hats, teleporters, tanks, and energy drinks. So, yeah, I guess they're a lot more capable than I was giving them credit for. I feel like both of these characters are going to be a lot more powerful than I've been giving them credit for.
Variety of other universes. Fortnite, Vampire Survivors, Space Warlord Organ Trading Simulator, the classics.
Oh, wait,
including
what?
this Henry Stickmin guy. Apparently, he's a kleptomaniac with a surprisingly wide and wacky arsenal all the crew can have.
Desert Eagle-eyed crewmates will find Henry's weapons throughout the ship, like a banana bomb, a teleporter, a ninja star, and a magic pencil that can bring drawings to life.
Wait, so hang on. Just because that stuff is hidden as Easter eggs in the map, they're getting it? They're getting access to it? Because it's a map they have access to? So they just get all the stuff? Even though we've never really seen them use it? I don't know. That seems like it might be a bit of a stretch, but I mean, if it's fair enough. Fair enough.
These creepy Teletubbies can sketch whatever they want into existence, and they're suddenly everywhere I look now. Where's these little trash can people are freaking me out?
In a strange way, all of this makes sense for this fascinating species. In the face of insurmountable odds, something inside tells them to band.
Oh, hey, look, these are their most impressive feats. They completed a card swipe on the first try. They have a gun that destroyed entire planets. They can pilot a dropship at light speed. They listened to 36 hours of music in 2020. The reason that you know what sus is, and a McDonald's chicken nugget shaped like a crewmate sold for $99,997 US. So those are their most impressive feats, apparently. Some of their accomplishments is the word I guess we're looking for.
Together no matter what, to use all the tools available and try to survive again and again, on a ship, on strange planets, anywhere they may be, in spite of anything that may be going on in the world. They either fix what's broken or face certain doom. But no matter what, they do it together.
Among us, together! Yeah! Ooh!
Okay, so remember what I said about Fall Guys being durable? And not thinking that Among Us beans had enough damage to break through that durability? I think I might potentially be taking that back, depending on what we see in this next analysis. Let's see what happens.
Hey y'all, this is Chad. If you don't know, I voice Boomstick here at 1 p.m. Central today.
Hi, Chad.
Sam and I are going to be playing some Fall Guys and maybe some Among Us live here on the DeathBattle channel and on Twitch. Hang out, have some fun, and who knows, if you guys enjoy it, maybe we'll do some more gameplay streams in the future. Hope to see you there. Thanks.
I'm pretty sure I missed that.
Welcome to the bright, colorful world of the Blunderdome! Natural habitat to these lovable little beings known as the Fall Guys!
Hooray!
Who race each other through fun playgrounds with nothing but clear skies above!
These lively obstacle courses showcase their inherent skills and abilities. As if drawn by natural instinct, they hurtle over barriers together and pass through various tests of strength, agility, and mental fortitude.
And it's pretty impressive considering how elaborate these bounce house courses get. How
Yeah.
do these weebles wobble through it?
With a shocking level of innate parkour mastery that
Oh my god, they're also alien beings. They're... Okay, so I guess they're aliens. I didn't know they were also considered aliens. This is my episode, I guess. Wait, this is the representation that aliens get in DeathBattle, huh? Anyway, sorry. I was looking at this. 6 feet, 183 centimeters for the non-imperial? Oh gosh. Okay. They are potentially void sent, and I have no clue what that even means. They star in their own manga. There's a Fall Guys manga? Okay. They weigh half of Mike Wazowski, apparently. They like competition, costumes, and the crown. These things love the crown. They do anything for the crown. They put themselves through physical pain for the crown. They dislike obstacles, pushing, and losing, and apparently are good friends with Among Us, which we learned in the Among Us one.
That otherwise hasn't been seen since 2006. But honestly, not many of the beans make it, and only one can be crowned the winner before everything starts all over again.
Which makes for some very friendly competition, like survival of the fittest, but for a bunch of candy grimaces. They'll grab, shove, and slam into each other to make it out on top, or even roll up into a ball and launch across the course. Self-preservation be damned.
They go all Sonic mode on you, I guess. But do they need to be hit with a hammer in order to do that, you know? Well, I guess that could be a durability feat, because they're totally fine after that happens. You know, I've never won a single match of Fall Guys. I stink at some of those mini games. Some of them I'm pretty good, but I kind of suck at this game in general.
And over time, the beans have evolved to higher levels of, let's call it imagination. The engineer Digi invented the creative device so the beans could start making and designing new obstacles and challenges for themselves, as well as additional tools like wrecking balls, wind-up boxes for punching foes, and even translators that make their nonsensical language intelligible.
Okay. So if they're giving them this technology, then they have the ability to fight back. They have weaponry. If they're getting access to, like, the course builder stuff like that, right? Like, they can just swing wrecking balls and stuff at the imposters. We'll see how that goes.
But even at their best, they're still just flinging themselves over these obstacles like a bunch of drunken lemmings.
This species seems to have
doing their
biological urge to navigate these courses for one singular purpose. Get that crown.
I mean, if I could be king for a day, I'd push you off a cliff right now.
Very funny. Get away from me.
Things in the Blunder Dome can get wild.
They've got blast balls, a creative device, which I imagine is the thingy, the map creator. They have a fan block, a punching block, resurrection. Okay, that is just being tossed off to the side there. We might cover it in a minute, but that's kind of big, I think, in a death battle size alteration. So I guess they can grow themselves and shrink themselves. They have bean balls, party crashers, rubber chickens, and sneaky beans. I have no clue what any of these do. They also have crossover equipment like grappling hooks, Hadouken, Pac-Man. Just Pac-Man on his own, apparently. Power Sword, Proton Pack, they have the TARDIS. They have a time machine. Oh. You know, they're giving them proton packs. You know those are, right? Those are the Ghostbuster and so even if the Among Us characters die and become ghosts, they've got an answer to that. So good to keep in mind.
We've seen these goobers get smacked by giant mallets and fall into actual hot lava, but they always pop back up at the qualification stage later, completely unharmed, somehow.
These remarkable creatures have demonstrated some dumbfounding durability, such as getting struck by meteors. That's a hit anywhere from 18 tons of TNT to 15 kilotons. But they still get
pretty
right
good.
back up to Rube Goldberg themselves straight through another obstacle course.
On top of that, they were hit with the Big Bang and came out the other side completely fine. Wait!
Hang on. They survived the Big Bang? I think that's a little more powerful than the laser that destroyed planets. You know? A Big Bang. The Big Bang. Just the Big Bang. That's all.
On top of that, they were hit with the Big Bang and came out the other side completely fine. Wait, what? Did I just say the Big Bang? Why do we
That's
even
what I'm
mention them in
saying.
here? Who cares? Their suits are basically indestructible.
Boomstick, I hate to tell you this.
No.
Those aren't really...
Don't say it.
Those aren't actually suits. That's their skin.
Oh, both of these characters, the Mogus and the Follies, they all just look like that. None of them are wearing suits. They just are. They just are these things.
Oh man, people were getting weird back in 2020. Didn't they have better things to do?
With only arms, legs, and eyes, there must be some genetic mechanism inside the beans that causes them to be self-sustaining. Though after some dissection, it's unclear. This is an official image, by the way.
I don't know what's more upsetting, that skeleton or the fact that these jelly beans are 6 friggin' feet tall.
Imagine bumping into this thing in a dark alleyway. No, thank you.
So, this means...
Hang on. I'm still stuck on that image. What? Okay, the skeleton, the posture of it, that's not even the worst part. It's the eyes. The way they come out of the eye sockets and just why is their skull a human skull? Why do they have a human skull? And then, like, a ton of blubber. Oh, my gosh. We're gonna move on from this horrific image.
That skeleton or the fact that these jelly beans are 6 friggin' feet tall.
Imagine bumping into this thing in a dark alleyway.
I don't want to.
No, thank you.
So, this means when you start the game, you're just flat out naked? Just swinging away, beans in the wind.
Strange such nakedness would be allowed, considering what's actually happening is the Fall Guys are contestants in a non-stop 24/7 game show, the Ultimate Knockout.
Really?
Yeah, that's what's actually happening here. So what might be misconstrued as some sort of migration cycle is really a brutal, never-ending gauntlet that takes advantage of their tunnel vision.
So, it's like the Truman Show mixed with Wipeout and Naked and Afraid. What happened to them being just colorful cartoon beans?
So they're just taking these creatures that have just this biological, innate draw towards this crown that they just can't live without. But then it's placed at the end of this just never-ending series of torturous obstacles that they have to fight their way through in order to obtain the crown for their 5 minutes of just bliss before they're thrown back into the fray again, all for people's entertainment.
And they survive to keep playing the game no matter what. The game makers have said that when the beans fall to their death, they feel a moment of displacement, serenity, zen-like detachment from all worldly and physical bonds. Then they pop back onto the podium to celebrate their achievements.
So they don't die. Is that what we're hearing here? They just don't die at all. How does a Mogus win if the Folly doesn't die? Just straight up. Hang on. They ran through innumerable obstacle courses stretched beyond the observable universe? Wait, these are stretchy too? So the Amogus and the Follies are all just stretchy. They can just stretch. Oh my gosh. It was horrific when I saw the Amogus do it. I don't want to see these things stretch. They survived lava, atmospheric re-entry, and the Big Bang, which is ridiculous. They crossed over with dozens of other IPs, and they won 5 crowns in a row, which is apparently harder than it seems. I believe it. I haven't even won a single crown in a row when I played this game. And you're right. At least they are 6 feet. They've got that going for them.
Worldly and physical bonds. Then they pop back onto the podium to celebrate their achievements. That's an official quote.
They've also said they're strong enough to rip someone in half and can stretch their bodies so far they pass beyond the observable universe.
I hate that. I hate that a lot. I hate that this is a nightmare creature. It's just it's played up as a cartoon character, but that with that anatomy and the fact that it can just rip a person in half if it so chose to. Like, I don't want these things to be real.
Oh god, the Twitter feeds.
Oh yeah! January 18th, 2022, 9:14 a.m. The Fall Guy stretched so far, he exited the universe as we know it, and then he kept going.
Speaking of universes, the Fall Guys have seen dozens of guest stars from other stories and have learned from their cultures, like flying around in the TARDIS of Doctor Who fame, wielding He-Man's power sword, launching Ryu's iconic Hadouken, or even just becoming Pac-Man. They just become Pac-Man. They're Pac-Man now.
Wiz, I know.
I don't think you can assign logic to these creatures. I genuinely don't. They have more. They feel very Toon Force-y, but at the same time, we haven't necessarily stated that they have Toon Force. They just are. They just exist and defy logic.
Pac-Man. They just become Pac-Man. They're Pac-Man now.
Wiz, I know we've seen some crazy things on the show, but these 6 feet tall jelly bean monsters eat food through their feet. What are we about to rot upon the world? Is this cute and colorful reality an endless void of darkness and despair? Revelations of disturbances too catastrophic for the human mind to process? A vicious cycle on this blue marble surrounded by mouthless, dead-eyed beings.
Pretty much.
Ah, cool, let's see them fight.
Okay, so to summarize the Amogus rundown. Oh my god, these things are more powerful than I thought they were. And to summarize the Fall Guys rundown, what the fuck are these things? This is a monstrosity that I never want to encounter in my life. I hope they never are real, and I hope that they are not real, and I hope that they have never been real. Anyway, for the sake of the Fall Guys being absolute monstrosities, I kind of want Amogus to win still. I had a bias for them just because I played their game more originally. But now I just want to see them rid the world of these terrifying creatures. Because even though I want Among Us to win, Fall Guys literally said that they just refused dying, and they survived the Big Bang. So I think they're probably gonna win, but I don't want them to. But who knows? I could be surprised, and you never know. So let's see the Death Battle ad, and then the fight. Okay. I don't skip through the ad. I'm just gonna mute it and vibe with chat throughout, because I don't know. I think they earned it. They earned the viewership on their ad, because I think they get skipped a lot, you know? And I definitely support Death Battle. I definitely recommend as well that you check out the fight for yourself if you are watching this on YouTube. I should have said that at the beginning, because they would have just watched the entire analysis with me, and then they'd be like, oh shoot, guess I should go support the original. But I do recommend it because they do amazing work over there, and they're currently independently funded, or they're independent now. They recently became independent just a few after season 10 ended. So definitely support them.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
All right, let's see what happens. Good start. Oh. Damn. Everyone was ejected. How did that happen? What? What is happening? I don't know what's happening. What the hell? What? Okay, so the Among Us beans are just straight up exploding into blood, while the Fall Guy beans are just, you know, taking the hits. Oh, he got the crown. Oh, that was not another Fall Guy. Yeah, they're durable, buddy. He really decided to test the knife on himself. Oh! So is this the actual fight? This part. The rest of it was just leading up to this. Oh my god. Oh, there's the ones that died, joining the fight. I think. Oh, there goes your gun, buddy. There's so much going on here. The Fall Guy cares more about just getting the crown than winning the fight. Oh god. He doesn't want that to happen. Oh, he's gonna fight back now. Okay, so I feel like I just had I feel like that felt so chaotic, but it also fits, you know. I mean, what Okay, well, it went the way we predicted. It went the way we predicted. You know? Totally the way we expected it to go. Because these beans don't die. Yeah, that was something. That was something. I guess let's hit the play button, huh? Let's see. Huh. Sorry. My brain is still processing everything that just happened.
Oh, when's the next episode? This is my new favorite show. Move over, chimp crazy.
We broke this down into 3 categories:
Three?
offense, defense, and the bizarre.
Only 3 categories. Fair enough.
Let's start with offense.
I mean, the bogus Among Us could blow up planets, not to mention moving faster than light to hit all those planets in one shot. It's kinda out there, but no Fall Guy has ever done anything like that. The crewmates clearly get the edge in offense.
Though that impressive power matters less when we look at defense.
It's crazy how much damage the Fall Guys can walk off. They survived anything their course threw at them, took hits from meteors, and most importantly, survived the Big Bang. You know, the explosion that blew the whole freaking universe into existence? Easy edge for the bumbling beans.
We can even go a step further. Both of these creatures have demonstrated various forms of invulnerability and death negation.
It's
like
true.
how the Fall Guys could always pop back up for another round, or how the crewmates became ghosts when they die. However, only the Fall Guys had a viable counter. Only the Fall Guys could ensure that their foe stays dead.
Pac-Man, they can become Pac-Man.
Oh, I forgot about that part. I was looking at the proton pack for the Ghostbusters. But yeah, Pac-Man, they can turn into they can eat ghosts. Pac-Man eats ghosts. That is a very very easy win condition right there, huh? But also, still, what the hell is going on? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my gosh. Okay.
You know, eats ghosts.
Brilliant.
Which leads us to the truly bizarre stuff about both of these beanie freaks.
They could both stretch their bodies to absurd lengths, but only the Fall Guys stretch beyond the observable universe in a matter of minutes. In fact, if we take these posting times literally, that would mean the Fall Guys can stretch at speeds over a quadrillion times faster than light.
Jeez.
I don't know, Wiz. That feels like a bit of a
Stretch.
Wink.
The crewmates did have plenty of answers to the Fall Guys' hijinks, like a magic pencil sword to fight off He-Man's power sword, or how they could potentially hack Digi's creations.
But the overwhelming amount of stuff that the Fall Guys have access to just dwarfs the Among Us crew's arsenal. I mean,
It's
Hadouken,
a lot.
Spartus, just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah, the spaceship crew had a few deadlier weapons among them, but the Fallen Guys had too many options that could not.
One of the Among Us weaknesses is small bean. Just is it's just because of the size difference, you know. But yeah, I had a feeling this would be what it came down to. The Fall Guys are made of tough stuff. That's really, they're just so durable, and their analysis just made them even more durable. You know what I mean?
Not be countered.
The crewmates may have been cunning and dangerous, but the one-track-minded Fall Guys just wouldn't go down.
Making sure the losers of this fight were no longer Among Us.
Oh no, we never found the second imposter!
Ah, damn it! I knew that stupid robot
It was
sus.
purple. Oh, it was Jocelyn. See, I told you. I guessed
Winner
it.
is the Fall Guys.
I knew it. Bada bing, bada boom.
And me.
Next time on
Oh, who's fighting
DeathBattle.
next? Oh. Okay. Looks like
Subscribe
we're getting
and join
Kratos and Asura. Now, I don't know anything about Asura, and I know very limited stuff about Kratos, but I know, based on Kratos' capabilities, that Asura is probably also ridiculously powerful. Also, again, what the hell was this fight? What? I mean, to be fair, given the topic, we probably should have expected it. I went into this very sleep deprived, just as a reminder. So my brain was not ready to be taking in this kind of information. You know what I mean? Nope. Very much nope. That was not ready for it. Final notes. Any final notes? Normally I would say something about the characters or say something about the upcoming death battle, but this one was just so wacky and crazy that I don't have much I can genuinely add. Both characters are ridiculous to the point where I can't exactly disagree with the outcome. I totally agree with it. It's what I called was going to happen. I can't be upset by any means. I'm just sad that we have to exist in a world with the abomination that is this creature. I did not know that would actually skip to a frame where I could see the Fall Guy, but yeah, this creature exists now, and it's our problem.